And nah, but let's leave that topic for another time.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
Cash,
Yeah.
let's talk about let's
let's
talk
go on
about
with the live thing, man.
let's
Yeah, yes,
yeah
people. Welcome
listen.
to the room, Minas.
Hello, hi
So
there.
happy to have you guys. And that guy, AK, whenever you see that guy, just get a hold of him. I don't know, it's just been running away all this while. I don't know what's going on.
You can't tell me you're a
Nah,
camper boss.
nah. I'm in a crowded place as well.
Fair enough, fair enough, man.
Nah,
Yes,
let's
people. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Bluesfantv. I hope you guys are keeping well. Big shout out to every subscriber. Big shout out to everyone that is in the room. I just want to say, thanks to everyone that has been part of this family. Yeah, of course, the sky is the limit. So we are back here in a full room. I mean, a full room of, the biggest panel that you can ever see on this channel. KC, Minaz, and AK are on the channel, and we're gonna be going through everything about Man City tonight. If you're very much around, please stick around. Let's enjoy this section together, and throw out your comments. Let's know what you think about this conversation, and yeah, we'll take it from there. So, guys, let's jump onto this one. Chelsea, Man City, on Sunday evening. So, another game that's gonna decide, Chelsea fate this season. If we're gonna be going to Champions League, I think that 3 points is very, very much important. To be honest, I still believe it's gonna be five, according to what we had when Arsenal are able to win against Sporting. But even the fifth position to me is not virtual because when you look at the table, it's really, really close. So honestly, in my own opinion, I think this is the game where it's gonna decide if we are going to Champions League, guys.
Go on, Casey.
Oh, you said my name. Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you, man. I didn't hear you. Well, yeah, I mean, listen, I've just been daydreaming about Brad for a lot of things, but as you said, it's a big game on Sunday. I mean, it's a game where, if you want me to be honest, it's a win-win because if we win, fantastic. If things go our way, by the end of it, we could be in that fifth place, which could get us Champions League, which is good. But if we lose, it's fine by me because that puts pressure on Arsenal to not bottle that title. City need to go and win it, and also for us, us getting not get. I've already said it, and I'll say it again. Us not getting Champions League football is the best thing that could happen for this football club because Blueco are still around. Blueco will always be around when there's Champions League football and there's Champions League money. That's why, yeah, I've got a big problem with UEFA as well, with that whole stupid reformatting the whole competition. You reformatting the whole competition and giving extra spots, yeah, has caused teams like Chelsea to become comfortable in mediocrity. As long as we get fifth place, as long as we get fourth place, as long as we get that Champions League money, you know, we're okay. I mean, when we were in the Conference League and we won the Conference League, I think we made about the same. I think the prize money that we earned was the same amount as a team that finished second bottom in the Champions League group stage. So UEFA have got some serious questions to answer because they've caused this mediocrity rubbish. But I mean, listen. If we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. I couldn't really care less, innit? But ideally, I'd like us not to win, and I'd like us not to qualify for the Champions League. But I'm not actively protesting that Chelsea should go in down tools because that would just annoy me even more. But yeah, it's a big game on Sunday. And may the best team win. That's all I have to say, man. May the best team win.
Man has.
Um, I don't know what to really say. Really, I feel so apathetic about how the current situation is at Chelsea Football Club. To be honest, the only way I see us beating Manchester City is you see this PlayStation 5 over here. If I set it to beginners mode, that's the only way I can see us beating Manchester City. I mean, you saw what they did to Liverpool. I mean, I don't want to touch on to Liverpool and how they're kind of performing, but thank goodness we didn't get Manchester City in the FA Cup. We would have got on the same demolition job. And I think the same thing could potentially happen tomorrow. Honestly, tomorrow, the only thing I'm looking forward to is the
Sunday,
fact that I've
Sunday.
been selected for a cricket match which lasts 40 overs on a so I get to miss the whole game. Thank goodness. But no, it's it's a stinker that we're talking about. That if we lose to Man City, hopefully they can put a bit of pressure onto Arsenal. Not even overtake Arsenal, just put a bit of pressure onto Arsenal so that they don't win the league. But then if we beat Manchester City, we could possibly sneak into top 5 rather than the top 4 that qualifies for the Champions League. It's just a sad, state of affairs of how far below the pecking order we've become ever since these new guys have taken over. So yeah, I just feel apathetic, and honestly, it's a case of who cares almost, who genuinely cares. That's why I honestly, the only thing I'm looking forward to is next week when the protests are happening. That's our big game. That's honestly the biggest game that we have is the protest next week. I couldn't
Mm,
care less about what happens on Sunday, unfortunately.
mm,
Yeah, man. For me, I have to agree with both. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, especially KC, bro, because he said, what's the point us getting us Champions League? Like, if we're not even gonna get further. Like, for example, we qualify, and next thing you say, we go to round 16, we're out. What's the point? Please, because someone explain to me, what is the point? Like, us lot qualifying, fighting for Champions League. We might as well lose against Man City, let them chase Arsenal, and just pack it away. Like, there's no point. Like, I don't understand the Champions League thing. I don't understand. Are we gonna go further? No, because we haven't got a quality players. We're gonna sign young players after young players after young players after young players, and then same thing's gonna happen. First 10 games, we're gonna say, "Oh, we're gonna win the Champions League. Whoa, we're gonna beat PSG," and then what's gonna happen? Back to back to square one. So for me, against City, we might as well lose, man. We might as well lose.
I
No,
think I think I really disagree with you guys, honestly. As much as I really understand the provocation around not winning games lately and performance aren't good enough. But at the same time, I am still optimistic that we don't know what's going to happen after the season. We don't know what the Blue Co are thinking in their mind. Maybe the protest that's going to come up next week might probably not change everything, but maybe 50% convince them to think about, okay, at this point, we need to start doing the right thing, at least a little bit, to make sure these fans are happy. So we might possibly be seeing the change in summer. Why shouldn't we accept, I mean, the Champions League? Obviously,
You
I
see,
was look, guys, I was asked.
now you're buying into this is what I'm saying, and I don't even blame you, but now you're buying into the blue coat rubbish. That's
there
what
you
they
go. There you
need.
go. That's what they
That's what
want.
Yeah, no,
they want you to, no, wait, because they want you to believe that they're gonna change. They've come out with PR saying that they're gonna sign Premier League proven players.
yeah,
They've already been doing that with Pedro Neto and Garnacho and the Lap and Tosin. Do you really think that these guys are going to come in and they're going to actually sign some proper, real quality in their prime Premier League experience? No, they're not. They're not going to do it. They're sending you all of this rubbish for you to still have you underneath and still have you wrapped around their hand. Like them qualifying for top 4, yeah, they just want to qualify for top 4 so they can get their money. I'm telling you now,
There you
us
go.
not
Thank you,
getting
bro.
top 4
Thank you.
is going to make them lose money. Because remember, this is not just Igbali's money and Todd Bowley's money that is being put into it. Hundreds of investors are also investing into this football club. You are not going to invest into an asset that is losing value. It makes no sense. Like it's just simple psychological or whatever they call it, psychology 101. Like you're not going to invest into something that ain't going to get you any benefit. So with us not getting Champions League football, with us not winning anything, we're going to lose money. The books are like already now we're already making a record loss pre-tax. This is with Champions League football. This is with the Club World Cup earnings. So you can imagine how the way the books look after all of if we don't get this Champions League football, if we don't get any winnings, like we don't get any earnings from nowhere, like investors are going to start having cold feet and they're going to start pulling out. And as
Yeah.
you said it yourself. You said that the process might change things. They've been here for 4 years. We've had
What
protests
process?
in the past.
What pro?
Now,
What
listen,
process?
bearing in mind the protests weren't that great, but we've made our voices very, very clear that we don't like how the way things are being ran. It's like, for example, like an abusive husband is beating up his wife 24/7, and and people are telling him stop beating up your wife. He gets checked into rehab. Yeah, he comes out. He says, "Yeah, I'm going to change. I'm going to change," but he hasn't changed. He starts drinking again and he starts knocking out his wife like as if she's Mike Tyson. There's a reason why we literally say to women that are in abusive relationships, the minute that your man physically abuses you, you pack up and leave because he ain't going to change. These owners are not going to change. They've been here for 4 years. 4 years, and there's been no progress. If anything, there's been a digression. So what do you think? So with this protest, yeah, which is going to be successful, do you think that this protest is going to cause them to change? They're not going to change their way. The main reason or the main purpose for this protest is to get them out. It isn't for them to change. The first protest that was held was for change. This protest that is being run next week is simple.
Yeah, but
Get
nothing changed though, KC.
because
Nothing
we've
changed.
given them chances, we've given them opportunity, and they haven't taken it. So guess what? You need to leave. And I think we've been fair. 4 years we've been fair. They're saying that they can't sell up until 10 years. That's a bunch of PR. If they're losing money on this project, which they are, and a loss of money, they need to sell up. And us not qualifying for Champions League, selling players on the cheap for discounted prices is going to be the only way that these guys get out of this football club. And I know
Mm.
losing ain't the best way, but for the long run, it will help us.
Yeah, bro. Don't we have a transfer ban?
So basically, transfer ban is suspended. So it is basically almost like a suspended jail sentence. It's almost like you've been sentenced to jail, but you're not actually in jail. It's a case of if you commit a crime again, then you get put in jail. It's the same way with us. If they find us committing the same offense that we had done or anything transfer related,
Mm-hmm.
then that's when the transfer ban will happen for 2 years. So we
Mm-hmm.
haven't got a transfer ban. We can still sign players, but that's
Okay.
what it's
Okay.
suspended.
But listen, you see, Cash, he said, if we do the process, they might change. Nothing has changed. They already signed Barco, a young
No,
player already. They already signed a young player already. That's what tells you that if they were serious, they would have signed players in January. They could have signed an experienced centre back. They could have signed an experienced striker. Bro, if they were serious about Chelsea Football Club, they would have done it. They would have done it. They don't care. They're here for the money. The only way they're gonna start being serious if the fans don't come at all to games, which is not gonna happen. Obviously, they
But
want to watch their
which is
team.
not gonna happen. We all
Yeah, yeah.
know
So
that
which is not gonna
even
happen.
if
That's the only
tomorrow
solution.
people are still gonna flood the season ticket, people are still gonna buy. Yeah, like someone like me, I think I found myself in that shoe as well. I can't withstand not buying a ticket. I've got to. You know, I
of course.
remember when I wanted to buy the United ticket, I was like, I was driving like crazy just to find somewhere to park and quickly buy the ticket. Imagine buying that ticket that you don't even know what sort of performance you're gonna be getting.
True,
But in
true.
my opinion,
I
nah. In
mean,
my
it's
opinion, I
it's
think I
crazy,
think I think last time we went to City, yeah, we drew against them. Everyone said they're gonna pack us at 5-0. Da, 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 da. We put in a performance, and we start. Oh, West Ham is winning 3-0. Okay. Um, yeah, bro. Like for me, nothing's gonna change. I'll be real. They're gonna say they're gonna change. I think even if you do big protest, nothing's gonna change. I promise you. The only way
right.
Chelsea's gonna
But
change or these guys gonna change.
my own so much concern is because at the end of the day, even if we look it in the same perspective of focusing too much on this blue coal, I think we're gonna lose everything. We're gonna lose because at the end of the day, we're still Chelsea fans. Don't let us forget the fact that we're still Chelsea fans. We watch the game not for the owners, we watch it for our own peace of mind. Like because you love this football club, football club. You just wanna see them succeed. You know what I mean?
Of course.
And obviously, but the most concerning thing is that in the last 5 games, we've not even go past City at all. Both home and away, we've not been able to go past City in the last 5 games. And looking at the situation City are right now, I think they're in a very, very good form. Not 100%, but I think in the Prem, they've been flying. And of course, for us, I think it's a roller coaster. We're still in. crisis, in my own opinion, because players being suspended,
Hi.
a
You
lot of
remind me when
talks.
he said crisis. Tosin starting at the back. Aye, aye. Uncle Tosin starting at the back. Ha
So
ha. Yeah,
And
yeah,
this guy
yeah,
said,
yeah.
"Give him one more year." He said, "Give him one more
yeah,
year." After
Oh
Pochettino, he said,
my
"Give him
day.
one more year."
he-
I'm just saying, this is. Hey man, listen,
Hi. Tosin starting on the weekend. No way. Nah, nah. Oh god, no. Haaland hat trick. Oh my days.
because
Bro,
that's what I'm thinking, like when we're talking about experience, I feel like Tosin is still one of the most experienced player in the team.
no, no,
You
no,
know,
No,
this is
he's experienced in
he's
failing.
experienced, but come
what I'm
on, what kind of
saying.
experience?
He's a good
Look, look, look.
experience in,
Man,
leading the line to disaster. I mean, I found it absolutely cheeky and nonsense here that after Palmer was made captain against Port Vale, when he got substituted, we gave it to Tosin, the captaincy. What kind of nonsense is
That's
this?
what I'm
I'm
saying to you.
sorry.
Listen, listen, listen.
That man should not. How are we giving ex-Fulham players captains? That's not the standard at Chelsea. Who are we giving ex-Fulham players the flipping armband? Nah, this is totally
Nah,
unacceptable. Absolutely
nah, nah,
unacceptable.
nah, nah. I just, bro,
Nah, absolutely not.
Tosin is playing on the weekend. Oh my days. I'd rather see Sa and Achompong playing together. I'd rather see that and lose I promise you. I'd rather see Josh and Sa playing together than lose. I don't care, bro.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
lose normal
Yeah,
rather than seeing Tos. Bro, do you know what, bro? He lost that a drew against a Port Valley player.
He
How
lost
do you expect
every
him?
duel
he lost
bar
every
one,
Yeah,
bro.
duel.
He lost
bro.
every aerial duel bar one, and you're getting Cashy telling me, "Give him one more year because he scored a header." Are you
Come
serious?
on, man.
Are
Come
you
on, man.
mad?
because
Come on.
I think he must have realized most of his mistake this season, and of course he can come back next season to
No,
be,
no,
a
No,
no.
very
no,
good backup
no,
Over.
no,
for
no,
us.
It
no,
is
no, no,
over. It is
no. I
over.
want
It
him
is
out the
over. He's
door.
not coming back from nothing. Give him
Listen,
like, listen. Thank you for your service,
wait.
but it's time to go. Like, imagine Achimpong and Saar having to learn from this bum. Imagine, like, you're having to learn from this bum. Like, let's be real. Like, when you're in secondary school, when you're in education, and let's say you have a subject that you're not really good at, let's say maths, for example. Yeah, you've got a teacher that's taught in Oxford, is studying in
Yeah,
Oxford, a mathematical genius. Like, they can get you the good grades, but then another class, they have someone that can't even add 1 plus 1, and you expect them to pass their GCSEs. Like, that makes no sense. Like, how, bro, they should be learning from the John Terrys, back in the day,
Thiago
like
But
Silva, John
but
Terry,
Terry.
but the same you guys
guys,
are really praising
like
Tosin last season.
winners, like
Last
winners.
season,
Now you're having
last
to
season,
cross it. Come on now,
last
don't do
last
that.
season, Tosin
One
had a
second, one second.
very, very good season. I could still remember in Conference League, he's one of
That's
the best
Conference
players in
League.
But it's
Conference
That's
League.
Conference
Conference
League.
League,
That's
No,
for
man.
no,
conference.
I
Listen,
can't
that's
accept
Conference
this.
League.
Conference
One
League,
second, one
man.
second, one second.
Come on,
One second,
man.
one second.
I
Hey,
can't
hey,
accept this. I
he
can't.
got exposed.
Who's the
No,
great
last year. One second.
final of that
One second.
competition,
One
man?
second. One
Come
second.
on.
One
No,
second. Last season, he didn't start a lot of games. That's why he wasn't getting exposed. But
Because he played
now,
all the Conference League, bro. He played
yeah,
almost
no,
all
but
the Conference League.
Conference League. Come on, man. Like for me, like it's like saying
Come
Disasi is
on.
doing well against West Ham. Does that mean that he's going to be a great player? I'd rather have Disasi than this guy. What are you talking about,
It's true. It's true.
man
bro?
said
It's
disaster.
true.
You
But the
know.
Shilly, no, but the Shilly, listen, but the Shilly at Tottenham, they lose draws. I don't understand. Look how big they are, bro. Add Cole there as well. Cole is not even better, bro. Like when it comes to draws, all these threes they can't defend, bro. Like I don't understand. They're 6 foot threes and they can't even win one draw. Especially Tosin, he's 6 foot 5 actually. What, bro? A small guy literally hot, but I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, wow. Like, come on. Tosin at the back on the weekend, we might as well
So
GG's.
guys,
Wrap it.
let's talk about, how we're gonna go into this game because obviously I just feel like City is another game. No one is gonna listen to the fact that Bluco is not really doing well. Everyone is all eye on this game. I think it's the biggest game of the weekend. A lot of people will be looking at this game that what can Chelsea do? In my own opinion, I feel like if it's Maresca on the board, it's gonna be a total different, export. But Rossini has been really poor. He's
No,
been
no, no, no.
really
Hey,
poor
Cash, Cash.
over. I mean, he's been really poor over the
No,
big games. That's my concern tomorrow. How do you think we're gonna approach this game? At least, even maybe we can get a win. At least things can change around. Because to be honest, you guys are saying Champions League. Even if we don't go to Champions League, there's high possibility that we're going to be going to Europa League, which is also competitive as well.
Look. For me, this can't. You said Maresca, even Maresca. Nah, for me, Maresca, the only big game he was performing. Actually, I'll give him two. It was Liverpool and Barcelona. Any
What
other
you?
game you watch, when it comes to City, go look at his record. When it comes to City,
Yeah,
defeat. Not
but
even a
that
draw.
came down more to
There's
individual mistakes. That
no,
didn't
no, no,
actually come down to tactical
bro.
ability.
Nah, do you remember the game? Nah, the game.
Yes.
The game thing. It was tactical. I can't remember
No,
what game was it. Was it
no.
last year or this season?
Last season away was all down to Robert Sanchez and the terrible defending from Colwill and Chalobah. It was nothing due to him. We even scored first, and we almost
Broski,
got before half.
Well, let me tell you, no. I remember right now. He was playing high line. He was playing a high line against
Yes,
City. But that's a tactic. What kind of tactic is that? Why would you play
that's
high line
all.
against City?
But you have Colwill, who's a very athletically gifted
Yeah,
defender.
but it don't
He
matter.
should
You need
be
to
able to play
understand.
a high line.
Listen. You need to
And we played the
understand.
high line throughout the entire season.
Look. You need to understand. You can't play high line. Remember, he was playing Chalobah. I'm letting you know now. From now on, you can't play high line with Colwell and Chalobah together. If
Yeah,
someone like say Fofana, I would understand if it was someone like Fofana, because Fofana can run back and help out Cole when Cole makes a mistake. But you can't play Chalobah. Chalobah can't play high line. We tried it. Rusinia tried it again. Like Rusinia literally tried it. It didn't work. It didn't work. We almost lost. It didn't work.
The
So this highlight,
mm,
look, highlight. You need a player that is quick, and you need a player that is so intelligent that knows how to keep that line. We don't have that at the moment. So you
look,
can't play highline against City normal. But let's go back
mm.
to the topic. I think how do you approach? You ask this. How do you approach? Bro, I don't even know, man. Who do you have available? First of all, that's what I want to know. Who do you have available? Obviously, Reese is out.
I think, yeah,
Enzo's out.
I think Chaluba is back, is it? Is he gonna play
No,
tomorrow? I'm not
no.
no,
sure.
Chalobah's
no.
not playing tomorrow.
I think he's still injured. I don't think he'll
Chalobah
come.
is far from back. I think he's coming back next month. Apparently,
Yeah,
Cole might be ready though.
yeah, but you
Hmm.
see, in a game like this, I wouldn't want Colwell to play.
You,
If
you can't
Cole,
Mm.
start him in this game, you know,
Cole should have played at Port
Pissing
Vale.
me off. These fucking defenders. Wait,
because we
Like,
might be
Yeah.
sending him back to injury with this game. This game is gonna be hectic. It's gonna
For
be a
me,
risky game.
I'll rest him. I won't even play him this season.
yeah, I would have. That's what and
Yeah,
I
yeah,
discussed it last week.
Mm.
I agree with you. Let's set him out for the whole season. Let him come back for 26, 27 when he's
yeah.
fully ready.
Preseason, fresh, ready.
You give him a preseason for him to get
Yeah.
back. I agree. I agree.
For me, I'll go in. Bro, for me, this is my lineup tomorrow. If we want to win against City, obviously we can't sit against. I don't know. We have to play. I'll say let's play a low block against City. They don't like it.
At home,
What?
oh, at
No,
home,
no,
that's
no,
dangerous,
no,
bro.
no, no,
We're at
no.
home tomorrow. Oh, sorry. We're at home tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yes,
home
yeah,
next to
yeah.
Even
No,
if
Watford.
we were, no, we can't
no.
play
I changed my mind. We're at
that.
home. I thought wait. I thought we're at Etihad. Sorry.
We're
We're
home.
at home
We're
tomorrow.
home. Yeah.
So, I'll say press them, man to man press. Don't let them breathe. Man to man
These players
press.
aren't fit enough to do man-to-man press.
Bro, like we need to like. I'm talking about mainly defenders, like attackers. We need to press them because
Yeah, but
I
this is what I'm
watched.
saying. Have you seen the stats? Where we have the lowest running totals or average in the whole of the Premier League. Like we run the less. We're the team that
What?
runs.
Bumper club.
So
Wow.
yeah. We don't run. We don't run. Now a lot of it was down to Maresca, you could say, because Maresca was, his style of football. We had a lot of the ball, and it was passing it about. But it still doesn't excuse the fact that we shouldn't be bottom of the table when it comes to running and distance
Mm,
covered. Rossini obviously tried to come in and try to do the whole high pressing, high line stuff, and he realized that a lot of these players are very, very, very unfit. That's why obviously we saw in those videos, if you'd seen it today, those training
Yeah,
videos,
yeah,
this
yeah, yeah, yeah.
players running up and down, up and down, up and down.
yeah, man.
It doesn't make any sense because it's not like all of a sudden miraculously they're gonna come in and be more fitter. I don't see it happening. So as much as I understand where AK is coming from in terms of like Preston man to man, I think it would have to be a combination between that high pressing and the sitting back. It would have to be a mid block. I think that's the only way that we could have a chance to beat them. They even then, the fact that I'm even saying that is a disgrace because we should be going man to man. We should be pressing them. But these players aren't fit to do that. And Maresca saw that, and there's a reason why he got them man to just play that boring, passive football because he saw that these man can't. If I got them pressing high man, going man to man, these guys are gonna collapse on the pitch, every single one of them, including the goalkeeper. So I think a mid block is our best bet against City.
I I I just- it, I don't know how we can beat City because Man City now are at their elements. They're at the most dangerous right now, and we all know that towards the end of the season they kick on. How we're gonna beat them? I'd just say long ball it, but we know that's not gonna happen because he's gonna tell us on the ball we need to play it short, we need to play it sideways, this little crab football. So I can't expect us to actually beat them when the only real source really is a little bit of a mid to low block, long ball and counter attacks, but it's not going to happen. So unfortunately, it's a case of let's just watch the inevitable that's going to happen.
Mm. Yeah, honestly, I think the main problem right now is we don't have what it takes to compete on Sunday, to be honest. I think, you know, like AK said, I think low block would have been better if if we were away to City, but playing low block at home, I don't think the fans will really kind of accommodate that, to be honest, because you still want to compete with Man City, whatever it takes, you still want to go all out there. Possibly you can get something out of that game. So guys, let's go into the starting exercise for the game. Of course, we've got so many injuries, and Enzo Fernandez also uh, still sidelined due to whatever. And I think I had these guys try to apologize, and I was thinking maybe it's gonna be in the match squad, but Rosinha said today that it's not gonna be in the match squad.
And
Is
Nah.
you know
that
what?
fair enough? Or
And you
Wait,
know,
what?
I'll give him credit. I'll give him credit because if Rafinha had turned around and said, "Yeah, Enzo's gonna play," they would have lost all type of respect for him. They already don't respect him. They already don't value him as a manager. So
yeah.
for him to say, yeah, he's got a 2 game ban, and then to turn around and be like, oh wait, actually no, he's going to be available for City because he apologized, it will then give a signal to other players that we can do what Enzo done, even worse, but not suffer the consequences. So
Mm,
Rafinha standing on business and saying no, it is still 2 games until further notice. Well, he's saying after City should be fine. I think it shows at least he's got a bit of backbone to him. Well, the board, because again, if he had said nah, you're going to play Sunday against City,
He would be in
he's
trouble.
the dressing room as it is. I personally believe he would have completely lost every single player, and anyone could have come in and done anything. And to be a world class manager, you've got to be an authoritative figure. And if he is an authoritative figure, you're never ever going to survive at any top club, no matter whether it be Chelsea, United, Arsenal. If you can't command authority and respect, you're finished. So, it was good that Racina put his foot down and said, you know what, 2 game ban. Although we don't agree with it, if you've made a decision, you've got to follow through with the decision. And he's
Um,
done well there.
KC, I think it's not Rafinha who made that decision.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
It was
no,
it was the
yeah,
it was
yeah,
it was the board. So
yeah,
imagine if Rafinha, let me tell you something. Imagine if Rafinha said, "Yeah, I'm gonna let Enzo play." What's gonna happen? What's
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
happen to him?
yeah, yeah. And
He's
to be
gonna
fair, I
get
did see that last
he's gonna
week.
get in trouble. He's gonna get in
Yeah,
trouble. I
yeah.
think, in my opinion, it's not Rafinha who came up with this. He's getting the credit because you know what I'm saying. He doesn't want the fans to know who's the main person who done it because already Enzo's agent, Pastore, already
Mm.
came out and said, "Oh yeah, we know who's the problem." They know it's not Rafinha who came up with this suspension.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
if he says,
yeah.
"Oh, Enzo can play," bro, even the players asked him. They said, "Can he play against City? He's a key player."
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Even the players are against it, but you can't do nothing about it because these board they wanna do whatever they want. You know what I'm trying to say. So for me, the fans needs to realize Enzo he didn't make a mistake. The fans are onto him saying that, oh yeah, he wants to go to Madrid. He never mentioned Real Madrid. He never mentioned. If you go read the text, what he said, or even go listen to it, yeah, he never mentioned Real Madrid. He mentioned Madrid. the city of Madrid. You know what I'm saying? He mentioned
And there's
about
a lot of club in Madrid as well. There's Atletico
there's
Madrid, Real
Atletico
Madrid,
Madrid, there's Atletico
you know,
Bilbao. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Atletico Bilbao
But
as well. So
let's be real with ourselves. Let's be real. He grew up rooting for Atletico Madrid. We all know he was speaking about Real Madrid, and it's understandable. Biggest club in the world.
No,
Who wouldn't want
no,
to play for
listen,
Real
listen.
Madrid?
KC, I'll agree with you. He might be, but he was asked about it. He never just came up saying that, oh yeah, the first thing I'm gonna talk about Real Madrid. They asked him.
So,
So if imagine I ask you, what's your favorite city other than London? What would it be?
it ain't Madrid because I can't. I can't.
No, 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 no. It don't need to be Madrid because you're from London. Like for me, for example, there's
case
other
you don't
city.
want to get
Listen,
dragged.
listen. No, no.
You don't want to
You
get
could just say,
dragged again.
Hey,
yeah.
exactly. I've got media training, man.
No, 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 no. Like for him, for me, you can tell he's not a media trained. Someone
He's
like
not.
Rodri, no, like someone like Rodri got caught like that. Remember? And Rodri had to come out and say that you lot need to listen to the whole
Mm, mm.
video before you judge me. But City heard it, they were like, yeah, fine, we apologize. You know what I'm saying? Because someone like they asked Casado the same question. What do you think about Real Madrid? What did he say? Oh, I got a contract with
Contract
Chelsea.
with Chelsea. I want to be
Yeah,
legend
yeah.
here.
He's a media trained because he's seen it already. But where Enzo should have, where I'm gonna criticize him, he should have listened to the question and said, you know what, I'm a Chelsea fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Chelsea player. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me finish. He said, to be fair, the first interview he said in PSG game, yeah, people misunderstood that. He said, oh, we still got the FA Cup and we still a couple games, then I'm gonna see. If you go read the first comment, he said, I'm gonna see. But
Yeah.
the second one, that's where I'll say, you know what, yeah, you can do better. You can do
Mm.
better. But let's move about Enzo situation. But you know what I'm trying to say, if he leaves, he leaves. You know, I'm not even gonna blame him. You know that because he's seen the shit we do like that. He's been what 5 managers in 3 years. That's
Sick.
insane. 5 managers in 3 years.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy,
Like
man.
it makes no sense. Like for me, it's just and people are still criticizing him, saying that yeah, leave my club, leave. What
Okay.
you think Barco's gonna come in and do these passes and that, or be the best player? No
You know what? Like, I'm sick and tired of Chelsea fans going to YouTube and watching highlights and stuff
highlights.
like that. I'm
Hmm.
so sick and tired of this guy. These guys don't know anything than to go online and watch YouTube highlights. You've got to realize that the French environment is quite different from Premier League, bro. Look, I'm not saying I'm not saying anything positive about signing Baku. Look, I'm not saying he's not a good guy, he's not a good player, but you've got to prove yourself in the Premier League. That's it. You've got
Yeah.
to
Hundred
prove it,
percent,
and that's why
100%.
we've seen it. We've seen it in a lot of situations. You know, City bought Semenyo, boom, straight away. You know,
Bro,
you
his
know,
experience, his experience.
it's crazy.
He's
You
look.
can't even compare the sort of form that Semenyo is right now with Ryan Sheki. We know Sheki has got massive potential, but when you're talking
He,
about instant impact, you can't even compare what Semenyo has done in this few time compared to Sheki. So that sort of player is when you talk about proven Premier League players. You know, players that can come in and make an instant impact. I mean, do you think Bako is gonna?
look,
But this is Chelsea Football Club, bro.
Listen, man.
This is
He
not
failed at
Fulham.
Brighton.
This is not
huh?
West Ham.
Yeah, there's a reason why
No,
he failed at Brighton, and there's a reason why Brighton let him go. Brighton Football
that's
Club,
what I'm
out of
saying.
all football clubs, like
Mm,
they are big on young talent, and they're big on keeping young talent until the wheels fall off. The only player we spoke about it before we went on live stream. The only player that Brighton have let go and they've been proven wrong about is Gyökeres. That's it. There hasn't been any player that they've let go and they were wrong about. Every single player that they buy, there's a reason why they succeed 9 out of 10 times because they have a plan and also they see whether they're going to make it or not. And if they know they ain't going to make it very quickly, they'll always get rid of their losses. Cut.
Yeah, like I see and Cecil, you see,
Barco
they
was in
found out this guy's got potential, but at the end of the day, he couldn't live up to. And the
Barco
crazy
was in the
part is
Premier League. had what 8 appearances, didn't impress them, and they decided, yeah, he's not good enough. Let's just ship him off.
He was a left back. Hey, he was a left back.
I understand that, and I understand he's going into
Yeah,
midfield. But as
but
Kashi said,
but
I'm not
I
bought into him.
would, I would, I would
for me,
probably sign. I would probably sign Lewis Kelly than going for Barco. To be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, and I agree. And I agree.
I'll be real with you. Look, I'll be real with you. Do you remember what Onana said? And thingy Onana, Amadou Onana. He
Yeah.
said he wants to play for a big club. Why can't we not bid for him and say, you know what?
He's
Listen,
another shout as well. Yeah, I agree.
yeah.
I agree.
So
That's
1 second,
Yeah,
we got. Look. For me, the Barco situation didn't make no sense because we got Lavia, we got Santos, we got Casado, and if Enzo leaves, Barco can't be his replacement.
no
He
way.
can't. You know what I'm saying? We need
it's just
someone
like
else
it's
that
just like
can.
yeah, it's just like when we brought in Bonanote to come and make an impact for Palmer.
Like,
You know,
bro,
it's
Random,
Bononate came.
completely random.
Who?
Yeah, no. I was saying it was completely random that one and not in learn.
Yeah.
so it can't just fill into that gaps. I mean,
Hmm.
how can Bonanote replace a player like Palmer? Imagine you're getting a service. I mean, what Palmer can offer you. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. These guys are just crazy, you know. I
That's what I'm
remember the
saying to
day
you, bro.
after when we lose to PSG, and there was a rumor that we want to sign another young kid. I mean, they need to give all these things a rest. I mean,
El
I don't
Malo.
know where we're gonna go from here, and
Hmm.
in my own opinion, I feel like all these things are gonna haunt us really bad next season. Like you said, we've got Lavia. I'm really happy that Lavia is available. You know, Lavia can really cover our ass against City. At least maybe is that sort of player that can hold on to City a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but the problem tomorrow is I think Liam is going to prefer to play Santos ahead of Lavia. I don't know what his plan is, but I know if he is wise enough to understand that you've got to hold City down, you need a player like Lavia and Casado in that midfield.
I'll
But I
play
don't
three of
know.
them. I'll play all three of them.
And
I'll
then
play
where's
all
Palmer?
three of
Where
them.
is gonna fit? Where is Palmer gonna fit in?
I'll play him on the left side. Let him roam.
Nah,
Oh, Esteva.
I still want
Oh,
Esteval to
Esteva.
start that game.
Esteva. Oh, Esteva on the left because Esteva can play on left. Trust me.
Yeah, but
That kid.
why are we gonna
Nah,
sh- Esteban, man? We need like, bro, play Esteban
proper
in his position.
proper
Let him
right position.
right.
1 second. Casey. We all know that Esteva is not gonna play tomorrow. We all know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's coming off the
Yeah,
bench. Yeah,
yeah.
true.
So
So
for me,
and
I'll go.
why is he not gonna start? That's my question. Why is he
Bro,
not gonna start?
but listen. I'm not saying it. I don't know why is he gonna start because we know Liam Recias ain't nowhere dropping Neto. We all know that. Yeah, that's his favorite. He likes him, bro.
Everyone loves
Neto, yeah, like I'm saying to you, Maresca loved him, and Racina loved him. So impossible to drop Neto. I'll be surprised if he drops him on Sunday. I'll be surprised.
And Neto can play from the right, can play from the left, easy. He can
So what I
comfortably
say,
play from the left.
so why I say start all three of them. I'll go Lavia, Santos, and what's his name? And Lavia,
Casado.
Santos, and Casado, and play Palma on the right, play Neto on the left, and Joao Pedro up top. That's the only solution. Otherwise, you want, but I don't see why. But why are we forcing Palma to play 10? Why are we forcing him?
Yeah, because that's where he can play most. That's his best
Yeah,
position,
but
bro.
How many
Play
times we
there.
played him? Then, how many
He
times we
said
played
he
him?
never wants to play there. This is what I'm saying. Like, we
Yeah.
know that's his best position, but he
No,
himself
no, no.
wants to play there.
Play where? 10.
At the 10, he says he wants to play
Yeah,
on the right and come into the 10. So
that's what I'm
invert
saying.
the 10.
So
He
But
what
doesn't
we
want
do?
to
it's
right.
not been the best for him. It's not been the best for him.
Yeah, but it's
No,
like
It's
no.
been
Mbappe.
shambles. It's been shambles. We've seen Palmer playing as a number 10 whole season through. The first
Yeah,
season that he
he
came in
hasn't
was
been
the
playing
only
great as
time
number
was
10.
the first
Wait.
season he came
Cash,
in
cash.
was the only time he played as a winger. Two
Yes.
seasons from that he's been playing as a number 10, and that's where
Nah.
it's been the
Club World Cup.
best.
Wait. Club World Cup. Where did he play?
Just Club World Cup, just the final. Just the final game, bro.
And what did
Just
he
the
do in the
final
final?
game.
What did he do in the final?
Yeah, he really did well because of
Okay.
Gusto. Gusto was the one making all this shit happen
He
because he
was
was the
coming
one
in.
drawing
He was
Mendy.
coming
He was
in
the one
because do you know
drawing
why? Do you know why?
Nuno Mendes out
Look.
of the way.
Because Gusto was running in behind. We need to start doing
Yeah,
that more. And then what did Palmer was doing? He was coming in inside.
Coming
That
in.
was causing a
but
lot of problems.
but
And then
but
another thing. What did he
yeah.
say in a press conference when they asked him about in a conference final? Where was he playing in a conference final? Number 10. He didn't enjoy it at all. What did he do? He went to the right, 2 assists. So Palmer, I'm not saying play him right wing. I'm saying to him
But
play him like
do
a
you
right 10.
know? Do you realize that the only way we could able to do that was because Madueke left. If Madueke was to be in that squad, Maresca won't realize what to do because he's gonna use Madueke from on the flank, and Palmer is still gonna be in the number 10. But because Madueke
No,
left the camp and he's got no choice, he had to start Palmer that way, and that's why we find ourselves in that situation
No,
right
but
look,
now.
then
look,
the
look, look,
problem
look,
is,
look.
all right, Madueke is gone, but
Yeah.
then you still got the Neto issue, and then if it's not Neto, then it's Estevao. So that
But
right
no,
side is just too
because
packed at the moment.
at that point we don't have Estevao yet, and
Mm.
don't forget we don't have anyone to play at the left wing. So
No
we
one's
have
on
to
the
use
left wing. Absolutely no
no,
one's on the
yeah,
left
we don't
wing.
have
Nobody can
anyone
play on
apart
that
from
left
yeah,
side.
nobody. So we have to shift Neto to the left side just to give Palmer a space because if Madueke was to be in that squad, I'm so confused that we might not see that performance that we saw against PSG because you want to start Madueke and of course you want to start Palmer from the number 10 as well, and Neto goes onto the left. So that's what I'm trying to say
Nah,
because
I
look,
disagree with
yeah,
you. Cash, I disagree with you there. It wasn't. Look, you don't need to watch Palmer. Like I watched Palmer for long. Like since he came to Chelsea. For me,
yeah,
what is causing these problems, I think, is the profile of the strikers. If you go look
yeah,
at Jackson, I know people might say Jackson is not good enough, but what Jackson was doing, yeah, nobody else can do what Jackson done
Sure.
for
Sure.
Palmer. Because when Palmer drifts inside, what does Jackson do?
Run in behind.
There
Mm.
you go. Joao
Exactly.
Pedro don't do that.
He
Delap
won't.
don't do that. Harry
Won't.
Kane don't do that for England. You know what I'm saying to you? He likes players to run for him, to drag the defenders away from him. Even though Palmer don't pass it to you, he wants that person to run. If you run, that means you create a whole space for who? Palmer. That's why he gives it to the right back. He gets it back, cuts in, bang. If you want to see the best of Palmer, I think you need to sign a striker that runs him behind. I'm not saying Joao Pedro is bad. I rate Joao Pedro. His link up is good, but he doesn't run. He doesn't run in behind so often.
And it won't work. It is a
It won't
problem
work.
because
You
I
know
think
that?
they like each other's people, but they're just too. As you said, I agree with you. AK, they're just too similar. They're too similar, and I think, as you said, João Pedro likes to drop in deep and get involved in build-up play. He ain't that your traditional striker running behind. The lap has the potential to be that running
If
behind because
yeah,
he'd shown that at Ipswich. I don't know
mm.
why he's come in and started doing this whole drop deep thing. So now I have to also question the management. I have to
there you
also
go.
question,
Yeah.
you know.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about Delap. One more before you speak, Cash. You know Delap. I'll tell you something. Yeah, he needs a free roam. Basically, he likes to drift in. If you go watch him at Ipswich, all his goal came from left side. He likes to be in that left side, cutting bank. He's like Palmer. For me, he's like Palmer, but as a striker though. So he likes to drift in. If he drifts in, I think I guarantee you, if you go watch the Club World Cup when he came in his first season, I mean his first game, he was drifting in. He was making a run behind. You know what I'm saying? But I think he needs confidence. I think the manager needs to say, "Yo, you're a good player. You got quality on you. Yeah, do what like show him videos of Diego Costa, show him videos of bro, like show him like all the strikers that cause he's a troublemaker. I like that, but show him that yo, you're this kind of type of striker. You're not that Harry Kane. You're not
Oh, the
you're not Lewandowski. You're not Benzema. You're this striker. A striker that causes defenders problems. Even though if you don't score assists, just cause them problem. Run in behind, hold the ball up, come in, throw yourself, dive. You know what I'm saying? Like, get into the people's skin, say that you're shit, bro, you're dead. Them kind of strikers, that's what he is. Like, go to this one, said, yo, bro, you're stink, bro, you're dead, bro. Running behind,
in
shoot.
my in
He
my
doesn't
in my
shoot.
own opinion, bro. I honestly, I'm sorry to say this, but I don't see these guys. I don't see this guy surviving at Chelsea, bro.
no, no,
Look,
no.
it's got
If
it's got a massive
oh,
load of chance to prove him. Look, there's a difference between being average and being so poor. He's just being poor. That's what I'm saying. He's too poor.
Listen, he's
the way,
summer.
look,
We
wait. Let me say something, yeah.
yeah,
For me, I don't rate Delap, and Cash don't rate Delap. But for me, one thing I saw on him is just like he got quality, bro. I can't lie to you. If he realized that he got quality, yeah, do you know that amount of quality?
look,
But for me, he's the type of striker
what
that can
sort of
score
quality
15
are you
goals.
talking about? Now,
He's running. No, no,
it's
no.
not in the Chelsea level. I'm telling you. Look, when Jackson came in from. Remember, Jackson came in from is it Villarreal or yeah,
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 Villarreal.
yeah,
yeah.
Villarreal.
That was his first professional football club. Do you know? He came to Chelsea. Even when he's not scoring goals, he's missing chances, bro. It's only I mean, sorry to say, it's only a striker that misses chances that's gonna score goal. You know what I'm saying? Delap doesn't
Yeah,
have goals on, I mean, shot on target. He doesn't have anything to prove that he's gonna
He doesn't
score
have
goals
that.
in future. So
because of the
you can't
confidence. Hey, because of
because
the
you can't. That's
confidence.
what I'm saying. You can't
Cash.
capitalize on that that sort of striker. I'm telling you.
But
I'm
that's the
telling
only
you. Yeah.
Cash. That's on the
Mhm.
managers, bro. That's the on the
I know he's
managers.
from the
No,
manager.
Look,
it's
look.
on the it's on
For
the
example,
director. It's
No,
on
no,
the
no. Yeah, no, no. Yes, you're right. Actually, it's on him. Actually, it's on him before choosing for Chelsea, thinking that he's gonna do well. It's on the people around him telling him, "Yo, go to Chelsea." For me, if I was his dad, I'll say,
Because
"Yo, go to
because
some."
we, we've all seen McGee, even if he had 10 minutes, 15 minutes to come in, he always makes something positive. You know what I'm saying? You always try. You've got to have something that you've got to show to the fans. We know McGee is always like charging onto the defender, charging onto the goalkeeper. He doesn't
exactly, yeah.
get stupid yellow cards. He doesn't get into stupid fight or getting stupid fouls. But he charges into the defenders, and when he get the opportunity, he either had a shot on target or scored the goal. You know, Matt pulled up 6, 7 goals in Conference League
Oh my
in how
days,
many
no way.
appearances, bro? The
No,
Lappers had too much of time. See, there's not much time in Premier League to keep proving yourself. You got to
you're right.
work hard,
You're right.
and
I
make
agree.
everything
You're right.
count. Look
You're
at
right.
Joao Pedro. The way he's scoring his goal is not like clear chances, but he's putting
Yeah, but
himself in a very good position to make something happen, bro.
yeah, but
You're a
you
striker.
need to
There's no
understand.
time,
One second.
bro.
One
There's
second.
no time. We can't
Cash,
wait. Yeah.
Cash. Joao Pedro wasn't doing well. He himself wasn't doing well until Liam Rosenior came and said, "You know what? You got quality, bro. We know your quality." Then that's when it start patting up. That's what for me, if another coach came, in my
Yeah.
opinion, Delap would have done well. Even though I don't rate him, he would have done well.
But
But
he's
for
worked
me
with
Yeah,
Delap
now,
that,
though.
now,
He like he's worked with Delap at Hull, so he should know Delap quite well.
yeah, but
So
now
I
his
don't.
focus is not Delap. His focus is not Delap now. He needs to think about Palmer, Casado, Enzo, all these players. He's not thinking about Delap right now. I think he just gave up on Delap. I can tell. He just gave up on
because
Delap.
if there's a couple of games that we feel like Joao Pedro is not really fitting in, maybe we need some a little bit of physicality to come in, or we need a
Yeah,
striker that can run in behind.
yeah.
They love coming with, sub him in where you expect him to use that sort of things that we believe is God, and unfortunately you can't even get 30% performance of what you expect from him. And that's what I'm saying. Like, look, if you want to give someone chance, you've got to be seeing. I mean, it's sort of like a blink of what you're expecting. For me, this guy shouldn't be the part of the project next season. Send him out on a loan.
They are selling him.
Please
They're
bring
selling him. They
Jackson
are
back.
selling him.
I
They
think
are
He's
selling
I
him.
think
39.
I,
He's there.
I think I'm having a feeling that Jackson might have sort of chance in next season because I don't see these guys spending too much of
No,
money on
no,
signings.
bro.
In
80
my own
million.
opinion, I
Do you
feel
know?
like Joao Pedro might be a very good competition because
No,
nobody's going to sign him for 70 million pounds. That's where the problem is. These guys want to
bro,
cash out 70 million
bro.
on Jackson,
You
and
got
nobody's
someone
going to sign him.
like Inter
Milan.
Milan. You got someone like Inter Milan. Just pay.
70
You
million.
just slap it. Yeah, don't just slap it, bro. Let just slap it. They don't care, bro.
No,
They
no,
I
no,
don't.
no.
don't really see that happen.
They're in a lot of Italian teams. They haven't got money like that, so they won't be slapping
Mm.
70. It's unlikely that they'll slap 70 million. They're going to be the
Oh,
teams that try and get a cut price still.
True.
So if we
uh,
want to see someone for 70 million, best bet is to go to Saudi and let's see if Saudi will pay, but will Jackson want to go to Saudi? That's the
I
no,
problem.
don't, I don't,
no,
I
no,
don't
no,
think
no.
so. I don't think so. So, guys, let's talk about starting lineup for tomorrow. Uh, you know, Let's wrap it up. Starting lineup for tomorrow. Then we go to prediction. Score prediction.
Is it
So what
tomorrow
you?
or Sunday?
Oh,
Sunday.
Sunday. Sorry,
Sunday,
guys. Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah, yeah.
I was
Sunday
thinking.
game. Yeah. Sunday.
So,
Yeah.
for me, I already said it. 4-3-3. You know, I'll go with Sa. Bro, see, this is where I got stuck, man. You know, from there, like, I'll start Sa. You know what? I'll just go three at the back.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Bro, I know you lot might disagree with me, but for me, I'll go just to not see tossing. I'll just
Ah.
to not see tossing because if I say four at the back here, I don't want to put a pressure on Josh to bring him just there. So I'd rather play three at the back with Sa, Hato, and Josh, and then play wing back Gusto, Cucurella left wing back, and then play Casado with Lavia, and then Palmer and I don't even know, Palmer, Joao Pedro, and Garnacho. That's the three I'm gonna go. So five
All
three
right.
three.
Fair enough. Fair
So
enough. Minas,
Just to not
what?
see
What?
the reason I put three
Yeah.
at the back, just to not see tossing, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Just to not see tossing.
I hear it, man.
Just
I
to,
hear it. I hear it.
Yeah.
If it's mine, well, I don't know what to say. That defense is just too fragile. Yeah, we'll just have Sanchez and goal, Cucurella on the left, and then Achimpong, and then what was it, Star and centre halves. If Gusto's fit on the right, and then the three. Much like AK has said, it's going to have to be Santos, Caicedo, and
have you?
Lavia, yeah. And then on the right, this is it's going to be a bit controversial. Um, I'll actually say Neto, purely because if we're going to have less of the ball and we're going to be countering, for some reason Neto does okay in these situations. So Neto on the right, João Pedro, and then I mean if it, I mean Palmer can't play. Well, he can play left, but it's just not his style. But then you'll have to put Palmer there, and then I would say if it's not working, take Neto off and put Palmer on the right. And then I know he's gonna put Garnacho there, but then sod that. I'd rather have Dilap there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but equally, I like to Esteval there. Do you know what I'm saying as well? So it's tough, but yeah, I'd initially start with Neto, Pedro, and Palmer, and then you know what? If it's not working, Neto out, put Esteval in, put a little bit of magic in. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Yeah. So I think goalkeeper will be Sanchez. Backline, I think it'll go 4-2-3-1. Centre backs. Joao Hato, I think people forget he plays centre back, and to be fair, the one time he played centre back against Brighton, he actually played quite well. So I would have him centre back, play for Fana with him. On the right, Gusto, the left, Cucurella, um, pivot, the midfield pivot of Caicedo and Lavia. I truly believe Lavia should be playing in a game like this in a game like this on Sunday. As Kashi said, he will be able to keep the ball, retain the ball. It's very press resistant. Um, on the right, on in the 10, we're gonna have Cole. Okay, this is what I'm thinking, right? And I think I might do it. I think on the right we're gonna have Cole Palmer. I think in the 10, we're going to have João Pedro. On the left, we're going to have Neto. And up top, we're going to have Subject 9, Liam Delap. I
No,
think,
no, no, bro. I hear it. No, I can't lie to you. I kind of hear that one.
do
You
you
know what I'm
know why?
saying?
Because
But
their back line, if what I believe, is going to be Nunez, Kusanov, Gay, and Aitonori. Now, Gay,
no, 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 no. It's gonna be O'Reilly.
oh, yes, sorry, O'Reilly on the left instead of Nunez. Yes, you're right, sorry. Now,
Rodri.
yeah. But what I'm trying to say is,
Yeah,
Kushner is an aggressive defender, but I've
yeah.
seen that he doesn't like too much aggression. Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
quite a chill guy. Like remember when he had his debut? I know he's grown and he's improved from them, but when he had his debut against
It
us, he
was
was actually
crazy,
shocked.
man.
And
It
Yeah,
one thing
was
I
too
shocking.
find
shaky.
was the physicality was so was it was like the physicality to him it was a shock. Now the Lap is a very physical striker who likes to get under the skin of the defenders. Now having the Lap up top, giving Kusanov a problem, I think will actually benefit the likes of Cole Palmer, will benefit the likes of João Pedro, and then do their little tricks and their little magic and get in behind and have that space to just roam free and do what they have to do. Now, the problem is going to obviously be João Pedro and Cole Palmer because, as we stated earlier, it's very hard for them to play together. They're gonna have to try and find some sort of telepathic communication or communicate how they're gonna be able to accommodate one another. If it's a sense of okay, if Cole Palmer gets the ball, João Pedro, just make sure you come push back a bit so Cole Palmer can have his space to roam free and Liam Delap going behind. Or it's like when João Pedro gets the ball, Cole Palmer just stay tucked in on the wing so João Pedro can have his space to do what he needs to do. So that's why I've gone with that starting lineup. I think Rafinha might do, but then at the same time, I can see Rafinha doing what AK is doing and is going with a back three and wing backs and deciding to sit back. So, you don't know with this manager, man. You don't know with this manager, but that's the start I would go with personally for Sunday's game.
Yeah, I think I've got a sort of different opinion because looks like you guys are locked in. You guys are really locked in. But in my own opinion, I think goalpost Sanchez as usual. I think dropping him against PSG was one of the biggest mistakes we've done this season. Sanchez has been really good from the
Ha.
start of the season compared to what we have last season. AK, compared to what we have last season, this guy, look, when someone is really doing well, let's be honest. I think up to the middle of the season is second in the clean sheet behind Raya. This guy has really done well this season. In goal post Sanchez, I think we should go with four backs. See, I keep saying it in big games where there's no reason why we've got to sit back. And this is what frustrates the fans the most because we are expected to compete in any level, especially playing the big games. We can't forget our identity because we're playing City. Those games, let's go all out there. Whatever happened, let's still let's still retain our prestige. So the only frustrating thing tomorrow is that it's only Fofana that is really available in that sort of central back. So I'm going with Fofana. I don't really care whoever. I'm really scared about Ato, because I think it's too early to play Ato against the likes of Haaland,
Haaland.
Shaqiri, bro. It's very tricky, very tricky. In my own
Tight,
opinion,
tight.
I'd prefer. I don't want to expose Sav too much, but I think he should stood up tomorrow, bro. He should stood up tomorrow play alongside because when you look at the physicality, you need that sort of I thought for me, I don't see him in that level of holding up to the likes of Ireland and Semenyo and these guys. But I think Sarr should be able to a little bit, you know, fit into that system,
Mm.
and Gusto from the right back, Cucurella, of course, from the left back. The pivot of Casado and Lavia, very important. Very important. And for you guys that wanted to add Santos to this, I don't know how it's going to work out. I feel like we should be having a plan B, putting in your three, defensive midfielder is a very big risk because you don't have too much of option then. If you put out these three, central defenders, I'll go with Casado and Lavia. Let Santos be a backup. Maybe Lavia is tired or whatever. We can have something to replace him. And of course, Palmer in number 10. Number 10. I love to see him in number 10. Then Estival needs to start that game, bro. I don't like this. I don't like to hear the conversation of not starting Estival, to be honest. In my own opinion, against Everton, that's the only joy that we watch when he came in, the game changes. You need that spark. If you're gonna have the like of Semenyo and these guys running things tomorrow, Chelsea need that sort of player that's gonna do something as well. Let's have Esteban starting that game so that when they run us, when they attack us, we can have attacking option as well. And we know Esteban is gonna be going all out there to do something. So I want to have Esteban on the right flank, Neto on the left flank, and JP. JP, look, I really agree with Casey, but like I said, you can't get anything out of the lab. It's a waste of time, bro. It's a waste of time, in my own opinion. So I believe Esteban should start. This is what I'm gonna see tomorrow, and I'm gonna feel like yes, we are serious, and we definitely wanna make something happen against City. That's my own opinion. That's my own starting lineup, to be honest.
Hey, it's not a bad one. It's not a bad one, to be fair. I mean, again, against a team like City, it's quite hard to actually predict a good starting lineup because of the injuries that we have and the team that we're playing against. City are still City, let's be real. I mean, they haven't been
Yeah,
as good as the past couple of seasons, but they're still City. Like, they're still going to give any team problems any day of the week if you give them the chance to. As you said, look what they've done. As Manar said, look what they've done to Liverpool in the FA Cup 4-0.
yeah, for Neil, bro. Yeah, because at the end of the day, you can't stop City from scoring, especially not having that sort of defenders. But maybe if we have a sort of good attacking line, it might be good. It might be good for us. They
Bro,
score, we
Cash,
score, we
that's
score, they
our
score.
issue though. Listen, Cash,
Because
that's our
because remember
sorry.
when we brought in Esteval in against Everton, it was too late, bro. It was too late.
Mm.
It's good in that game is not enough for us to even score one goal. So you got to start the spark from the first minute to 90 minutes.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
Bro, I can't lie to you, Cash, but this is our issue with Chelsea. We can't score a lot of goals, bro. Like we struggle. If it wasn't for Joao Pedro, no one else is gonna step up and score that goal.
Mm-hmm.
We miss a lot of
Yeah,
time. No, we played good against teams there. Like when we played against Arsenal, zero clinical. When we played against Everton, we couldn't score. And when we played against Leeds United, that's the game I'm looking at saying, yo, that cost us the
and
Champions League.
and that's why
But
I'm saying all this game,
Burnley, man.
none of this
I'm
game that
Burnley.
Esteban, none of this game that Esteban has started, and that's the problem. I have not seen any game that this guy is playing that we don't have a shot on target. You know him, he's gonna get into the box, he's gonna do some silly things. Even against Everton, he came in, made two crosses, and from there we had shot on target, or we had some balls flipping on the pole and stuff like that. So why not starting him? Just
But
start
you
this
see,
boy
this
and
is
let him, you know.
this
So
is
then,
something that I said after the PSG game. We've become the new Arsenal. One reason why is because during their banter era, Arsenal were relying on Saka, who was 18 at the time, to get them out of trouble. Why the
mm,
hell are we relying on Esteval, an 18-year-old kid, to get us out of trouble? The fact that we're
we've got
sitting here and we're relying on an 18-year-old kid to get us a
mm,
sharp target is an embarrassment.
mm,
These guys should be beating Leeds and Burnley and Everton with or without Esteval. Esteval
yeah,
shouldn't have to come on and show Neto and show Delap and show Cole Palmer to a degree how to shoot, how to get a shot on target, how to score a goal. It's embarrassing. It's an absolute embarrassment. And yes, Esteval, we would like Esteval to start against City, but let's be real, the guy's 18. You know, he doesn't need all of this pressure on him because how the way it's going to be is like, oh, Esteban has to start, he has to score, he has to be our best player, or else we don't have a chance against City. We shouldn't be looking to him to be in our best player. We should be looking to Cole Palmer. Apparently, this is
mm,
his team. Apparently, this is his team. I've already said this is not his team. I've already taken that chain, that title off of him. Apparently, this is his team. We expect him to step up. João Pedro has been stepping up. So cool. Neto, you're one of the senior guys on the team. You should be stepping up. We shouldn't be relying on an 18-year-old kid to show these guys how to get it done. So that's
exactly,
just it's not acceptable.
exactly,
It
exactly.
ain't
Do
acceptable.
you know what gets me angry as well? Yeah, imagine Estevao plays and gets injured for the whole season. What's the fans gonna say? Oh, why is he playing at 18 years old?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can
Exactly.
see that
So
happening. You
now,
can
now,
easily see that
now,
happening.
yeah, now we have to take care about the kid, but he's young. He got a future to come up. We can't just say start Estevao, start Estevao. We need to look at Palmer, the main guy. Yeah, what people say, the main guy. We need to look at Neto. He's 26, my brother. He's not
Mm.
20 anymore. He's 26. We need to look at Enzo Fernandez. He's not gonna get away with it. We need to look at Casado. He's not gonna get away with it. Lavia, same thing. When we need him, he's not there. He needs to fix up. He needs to look after his fitness. You know what I'm saying? Injury is part of the, you know what I'm saying, it's part of football. But sometimes you need to ask the players,
Why
yo,
you're
look
getting
after
injured?
yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah,
This is what I'm saying. Why
yeah.
you're getting injured regularly? This is not about unlucky. It's you. I agree. AK, sorry for cutting you off. I agree.
No,
It's
no, it's
him.
calm, bro.
It's him.
Yeah,
Like it's something that he's doing behind the scenes that we don't know.
yeah,
Whether it's him eating too much McDonald's, whether it's him staying up late, I don't know what it is, but it's something that he's doing that is causing him to always get injured. So that's why me personally, I'm saying I'm not really looking at the medical team at this point. I'm looking at you because you're always
yeah,
getting injured 24/7. That's the same thing that I done with Reece James. I was looking at Reece James and Reece James directly because it's you're always getting injured every 2-3 games. But now with his situation, with Reece James' situation, you can actually say, you know what? This is not on Reece James. This is on the medical staff, and this is on Liam Racina and everyone there because you're running him to the ground. But
yeah.
bro, like Lavia has been coming out in, out in, out. Yeah, he's been good recently, but there's a reason why I've said already. I'm on his last. He's on my last chance with me. He gets injured again. We gotta sell him. We can't keep on relying on quality, quality, quality. There's a reason why availability is the best ability. There's a
Yeah,
reason why
Yeah, 100%,
the
100%.
academy. If you
Uh,
look at a lot of people that get released by academies, the number one reason is due to the fact that they get injured.
yeah.
It's never because like that's the number one reason. You might have some other reasons, maybe bad attitude, or they might have not gone along with the coach. But the main reason why young
mm,
people are getting released from academies is because they get injured. Reason being
Mm.
is because if you're going to be carrying injuries like that up into your professional career, that is going to cost teams money. That's going to cost teams games. That's going to cost teams.
absolutely,
That's
absolutely.
the difference between a team making a profit or a team making a loss and going into administration. So Lavia needs to fix up. Let's be real. Like, yeah, he's fixed up recently, but he gets injured again. I'm sorry. Let's cut our losses, get him sold in the summer, and let's get a durable player that can actually play, a full Premier League season plus Champions League games without having to always get injured, man.
Bro, like Lavia
Absolutely.
gets my nerves. Like I can't lie to you. Like he's a baller. He's a player. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'll hear it if he gets injured once or twice or three times. It's fine. But every game he plays
Every
45
game.
minutes, bang,
Mm.
he's injured. What does that tell you? Maybe he doesn't sleep. Maybe he drinks a lot. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? We can't judge, obviously. You know what I'm trying to say?
We can
But
only assume. Yeah.
yeah, we can only assume. But like, come on, you're better than that. We need you here, but we're suffering. You want Casado? Bro, look at Casado, for example. Bro,
I'm
the
sorry.
guy gets
38,
injured.
38
No,
Premier League games last season, bro.
yeah,
Crazy.
this guy got. Remember when he got injured in the Club World Cup and everyone said, "Oh snap, he's done his ACL." Next game he played, bro, because he wants it. He wants to fight for the badge, bro. He wants it, bro. He wants to win something. But where Lavia saying, "Yeah, I got money, man. I couldn't care less."
And I've
You
got
know what I'm trying to
six
say?
years, 7 years contract as
Yeah,
well. Yeah.
yeah. So like
Yeah.
him and Fofana, like for example, Fofana as well. Okay, I hear Fofana. He
Yeah.
had the ACL. You know what I'm saying? But now it's done. That was 2 years ago. It's done.
Yeah.
Fix up,
Yeah, man.
fix up. He's sitting there laughing, smiling, like,
Joking
boy,
around.
joking around. Like, come on, like, fix up. It's not only for Fana, I love you. Like, for the whole players, Ganacho, fix up. Stop going to this hairdressing thing. Stop it. Stop it. Neto is sitting
We
there,
the
wants to
problem
play
is
about. Stop it.
we all know the Argentines. Apart from Messi, I think all these Argentina they are loud. The lifestyles are loud. The way they live their life is too loud. Honestly, most of
Can I,
them their lifestyle is too loud, bro. So
can I,
I don't blame him to be honest. Yeah.
can we, I like, for me, like, what's the point in having academy players? That's what I want to know. Like, if we
Oh
can't
yeah, for
give them
sure.
a game time, if we can't give them a game time, what is the point bringing an academy player, like having academy players?
Do
Because
you
I'll
know?
be real,
Do you saw the guy that came in against Port Vale? That young
yeah,
guy.
yeah,
Maku,
So
maneuver. It's Makuva McQueen,
that
in it.
that
Yeah.
name is too complicated for me to remember, to be honest.
it's
I
calm.
know, I
But
don't blame you.
if you
I
can
don't blame you.
if you can
I
have
found it all
that
with him as well.
if you yeah
Like,
if you
like,
can have that sort of talent in academy. To be honest, he didn't play much, but when you see him, you know he's got something
Hmm,
to offer.
hmm, hmm.
I don't know. I don't know why
for
you
me, like,
desperate to sign players like Quenda and all the things. Where is
oh,
Quenda gonna
bro, I'll
fit
tell you
in?
something about Quenda.
Yeah.
Quenda, broski,
Hmm.
you know me, I watch, let me tell you something, I watch every league. I watch um, La Liga, I watch in Portuguese league, I watch
Next
the
up.
bro. Bro. I can't lie to you. I watch Saudi. I watch every league. But when I say Quendes, bro, this guy,
He's next up,
I
man.
think
He's serious.
he's for me. It depends, though. It depends of the
So
manager.
where is he
Or
gonna fit in into AK? That's what I'm asking.
Bro,
Where is he gonna
for
fit?
listen,
me, for me, for me, I'll give you
oh,
something.
Nacho and Neto, you just start learning Arabic because he's coming to take your place. It is. That's what it is. That's why I'm
So
not too worried
so
about left.
and,
Okay,
and and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, when
okay.
you wanna play Palmer from the right flank, you wanna play Esteban from the right flank, you wanna play Quenda from the right flank. So
Left,
what's gonna happen?
He can play
left,
left. He can play left. He can play
left.
wing back. He can play left wing. He can play right wing. He can play right wing back. So he can play
Right.
all those three positions. Or
We've got to wait
another
and
thing
see
people
what
don't
happens
know.
next season, bro.
He can play up top as well.
Hmm.
You know
We've
that.
got to wait
But
and see what happens next season, bro. So let's go
but
to
you don't know with Chelsea Football Club. Like I said,
yeah,
sorry for interrupting you, Cash.
yeah,
And with Chelsea Football Club, you don't know. Trust me. Like, but Quendes,
yeah.
we need to take, bro. Like, we need to look at him, bro. Trust me. I watched him. I was thinking,
Serious,
wow.
man.
It might be a
He's
Portuguese league, yes. It might. People say it might be a Portuguese league, but I'm thinking, wow. I'm thinking, wow.
serious,
He's
man.
gonna do well,
He even cooked in the
Yeah.
Euros 21
bro.
in Euros
Him.
21 last year.
Yeah,
Um
I'm not saying he's not a good player, but what I'm saying is
He's
why
Chelsea
buy
Football Club.
something that you don't desperately need? You need a defender, bro. You need a fucking defender to defend for you to stop conceding stupid goals. And you keep buying useless attacking players, bro. I'm sick of that, bro. I'm sick. Let's go into score prediction for tomorrow, guys. What are you guys
Uh,
thinking about this score prediction? Let me quickly grab my pen because obviously I've got to put this on the graphics for the fans to to enjoy.
okay.
So
I'm gonna be so honest. I think it's gonna be a 2-0 City win. Haaland
oops.
scores, and I think Semenyo scores late in the second half to just wrap it up. And yeah, it's 2-0 City win. I don't see us winning. I don't know, man. I don't even think we're gonna get into the game. We might have some chances here and there, but nah, I think City will win comfortably 2-0. It would like I don't even think they'll even get out of second gear. That's just me.
Wow. Casey, you've lost all hope on this team to be honest.
This is what they keep doing,
I
it.
don't
This is
blame
what
him.
they
I
keep
don't
doing.
blame him.
Like
I don't
when
blame
he
him.
downfalls against PSG and Everton, and they've lost their last 4 out of 5 games in all competitions, with the one win being against Port Vale. No offense, but they're going down to League Two. Like, do you really expect these men to come round and do something? No, man.
Even if you
No.
watch the FA Cup
Right.
against Port Vale, yeah,
It
we
was boring.
actually
Somewhat boring.
you see some stuff that we struggled against. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
To like City will capitalize that so easily.
Hmm.
But for me, bro, I don't blame Casey, man. You've seen he had enough. You know what I'm saying? He had
Right.
enough. I don't
So
blame him.
yeah. So Minaz, what's your prediction for tomorrow?
Well, as I've stated, I'm gonna say first of all, shout out to Mosty Hill Cricket Club. Thank you for putting me into the third team. I hope we win the toss, and I hope that we bat first, so that in the second innings we are fielding, and I don't have to look at the game at all or worry about the scoreline. I'm gonna actually be even more negative than KC. I think he's gonna be even worse. I think it's gonna be 3-0 to Manchester
Oh,
City.
No.
It's gonna
Wow.
be an absolute
Wow.
disaster class. We're gonna be absolutely found wanting because our defensive line is so fragile. They've got no confidence there. We've got no confidence in actually trying to score a goal. I don't even think we'll create a chance against Manchester City.
Wow.
That's how worried I am
God.
about this game, and this is why I'm begging my club, Mostil, please win the toss and bat first, so that I am in the field for the second innings, and it will cut into the 4:30 p.m. kickoff on Super Sunday, man. Please, I don't want to be in the changing room watching that game. Please, it's gonna be horrendous.
Yeah, AK, what's your
No.
prediction?
For me, I would say I'll be real. I don't know how we're gonna approach the game. I don't know because we actually weird. Because when we went to Etihad, people said we're gonna get slapped up 5-0, 6-0, 7-0. Didn't. For me, this game, the players. For me, it's not nothing to do with tactical. For me, I think the players have to decide this game whether they want it or not. You know. So I'll say we're gonna give City a good game, but I'll say I'll be generous. We'll lose 4-2.
Oops.
Yeah,
4-2.
yeah,
You
4-2.
score two
I think
goals.
I
That's
think we're gonna
confidence
start
there.
good. Look, look, look. I think we're gonna start good. We're gonna get City angry, and then they're just gonna just smash us. You know what I'm saying? Because they chase, but because they actually see. When I watched the FA Cup, I'm actually scared, bro. I was like, holy crap, why do you have to play City now? Because they won it now. That Carabao Cup boost gave them a boost, bro. That winning that Carabao Cup gave them a boost, bro. I promise
Yeah.
you. Like now, Arsenal fans are panicking. If they beat us tomorrow, I think, bro. Hey, not tomorrow, Sunday. If they beat us on Sunday, hey, the pressure
It's
is
gonna
gonna
be
be,
crazy.
especially,
Yeah.
especially they're gonna be watching Arsenal tomorrow against Bournemouth,
Yeah.
which it might give them more confidence.
Mm.
Because if Arsenal wins tomorrow, that means they're on pressure.
Mm.
So if Arsenal lose tomorrow, they're gonna say, "Yo, we have to eat Chelsea," which I'm scared. If they come with that mentality, I think 5-0, 6-0 might come. But for me, I'll be generous. I'll say 4-2 to Man City, you know,
Mm. Oh.
because I want us
Yeah.
to lose anyways, because I don't want to give these blue coal a hope
Mm,
on the
mm.
Champions League because, bro,
Yeah.
if we give
For
them a
you
hope,
know. Yeah.
we're gonna see young players coming after young players, which is gonna be frustrating.
As much as I wanted to believe and I wanted to go with you guys, I still feel like we are Chelsea and we're playing in Stamford Bridge. Even in the worst situation, we've managed to pull out performance. And like AK said, tomorrow game is gonna be basically on individual performance. I don't see Liam Senior winning that game based on tactics. I believe the players have got to turn up. They've got to do something special, honestly,
Mm,
before we can
mm.
get something out of tomorrow's game. But my own prediction for tomorrow, I know I know we can't stop City from scoring goals. Honestly, I've watched City. They've always scored goals. Maybe Ireland, maybe Semenyo, maybe someone. I think they're gonna score goal tomorrow. I think Chelsea's gonna lead 1-0. I think City are gonna feel too relaxed from the start of the game. Chelsea are gonna pull up. We're gonna score 1-0. City managed to pull one back, and Chelsea winning 2-1 at 90 minutes.
Oof. A lot of
Oh,
Yeah.
confidence.
please,
A
Cash,
lot of
man. You're
confidence.
way too positive, bro. What? Hey,
Yeah,
you're
man.
way
You know
Yeah,
too
man.
what?
positive.
I do
Yeah,
believe,
you
bro.
know what?
I
Last game,
yeah.
last time against Port Vale, me and Manars thought we are gonna win on penalty shootout. I thought after extra time Kashi did say 4-0. We won 7-0. So
Hey,
hey
bro,
man,
Yeah.
trust me. Against Porval, bro, trust me. I knew this. We're gonna win that game, bro. Because, bro,
yeah,
like,
but I thought it was
I knew
after
it.
extra time.
I knew it. I think, but my prediction was like 3-0 to Chelsea. I did expect seven, obviously. I didn't expect. Nobody expected seven, but I said
I mean,
3-0. I think I was too comfortable. Do you know
no,
who we're playing next? Do you
it's
know who
because
we're
of that
playing
starting
next?
lineup, though. It was
United, man.
Do you
that
know? No,
starting
no.
lineup. As soon as
Listen,
it went out, it was.
listen.
Yeah. Sorry,
Um,
sorry.
sorry, my hands. I'll give you a sec. You know who we're playing next?
United.
That's
United.
the game. I'm gonna be a bias. That's the game. I'm gonna say, yo, yeah. But Cash is that case or Tuna. Okay, for me, I'll be biased. I'll say we're gonna win that game. That's the game I want to be up for. This game coming, I couldn't care less, man. I couldn't care less. I couldn't care. I promise you, because the day we lose against United, that's the day I'm gonna. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually giving up. I'm giving up, bro. You know what I'm saying? United,
Yeah.
Arsenal, Tottenham. Bro, remember Tottenham? They're in a relegation zone now. We got them soon.
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
They're in the
yeah.
relegation zone
Bro,
now.
they got. I just got a text now saying that Tottenham is Tottenham are relegation zone. So I think for me, I think this game is nothing to me. Like it's nothing for our Champions League. We're not even going to be in a risk because Liverpool might drop a point, Aston Villa might drop a point, United might drop a point. So we might be safe for now. But the United game is a big game. I think, in my opinion, United game is a big game because if we beat them, that might cause a lot of, you know, a lot of pressure. So,
Right.
Cash,
But
what was your prediction? What was your prediction?
So my prediction is 2-1. Chelsea win 2-1. Yeah,
This
in
guy's
the
too
dying
generous.
minutes, yeah, 2-1 to Chelsea. Yeah, I've got to believe because I feel like, to be honest, the reality is like, when you look at City this season, they're not spectacular. Honestly, the problem we've got is like we're just not in that position where we can really compete. City are beatable. They are not. We all see what they've been rubbish this season. You know, chased out of Champions League, lose a couple of games even in the Premier League. So I'm not gonna be surprised if the guys turned up. I'm telling you, if these guys turned up, there might be a different game.
Listen,
100%
listen.
might be a
Okay,
different
okay.
game.
If I agree with you a little bit, not
Yeah,
all, but I think since they won the Carabao Cup, I think City, that's it. Their mentality changed.
Yeah,
yeah,
That's the
yeah.
scary part. That's the scary, bro. You can ask Liverpool. Liverpool fans were saying that, yeah, they're on form. I saw this coming. I was like, yo, Liverpool are in trouble. They're in trouble because these guys won the cup. I was telling my brother, he's an Arsenal fan. I was telling him, bro, if City win that Carabao Cup, you might be in trouble. You might be in trouble because look at it now. Look at the state of it. Arsenal are struggling now. They're panicking. They're nervous. They're actually nervous now because since they lost the Carabao Cup, they lost the FA Cup after. They got lucky against Sporting. If Sporting can't finish, that game's over.
Mm.
They're not even great at defending now, Arsenal. Go check it, bro. I was thinking, wow, what happened to Arsenal defense? So that caused a lot of problems. For me, bro, I don't know, I think
yeah.
that Carabao
Let's
Cup.
see. Let's see what happens on Sunday, guys.
Manaz
Yeah.
wants to say something quickly.
Manaz was saying
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Sorry about that. Manaz was
yeah,
saying
No, no,
something.
no. I was mentioning with the Port Vale thing. I did say I was a bit nervous about that game because I didn't know what team would go up. I didn't know what team would go up. As soon as I saw the
yeah,
team lineup, that's because I said that so long as he puts a strong team lineup out, he's going to be fine. And after I saw that team, I was like, yeah, we'll win this game easily. Not 7-0 easily, but 3-0, 4-0. I was expecting that. Against Manchester City, um, the problem I have with Manchester City is it doesn't matter what formation or lineup we go for. I'm just worried about what Man City will do to us because I don't think whatever we try and do, it's not gonna work. And I think I think Man City will just have too much for us, and that's the sad story state of affairs. And I agree with AK. I am more looking forward to next week because there's a guy called Jocelyn. He's a Man United fan. He's been making memes out of me. Nah. I need these lot to shut up. I need these fans to shut up. This is the what
yeah,
that game next week. Nah.
Yeah,
We need to clobber them. They need their voices like toned down a lot, man.
easy
These
now.
40 game a season mandems are just talking too much. They're talking too much. We need to slap them up next week. So I'm not. This game, like I agree with you, it's slightly irrelevant. But next week, no. Man United they need to sit down and shut up, fam. I can't have them talking anymore. I can't have them talking there anymore. They were 16th at one stage, which makes it even more embarrassing that they're comfortably third. Nah, no. Next week.
Yeah, but we done ourselves like that, man. We done
Mm.
ourselves dirty, just like that. But
yeah,
let me not lie. What was I saying? I forgot. But yeah, City, man, it's gonna be a big game for certain people, not for me. For me, I couldn't care less
Mm.
because I want us to lose because I don't want Arsenal to win the league. But man, you can't do nothing about that one.
No.
Yeah, man. I hope we win. No, I hope we win. Now, I hope. Let's see. Let's see. I'm not even gonna say anything. Let's see. Let's
yeah.
see.
Right.
Let's
Thank
see.
you very much, guys.
You know.
Really, really appreciate it. This one was a top one. I think personally, me, I really enjoyed it, and I believe the fans would really enjoy it as well. So if you started with us and we're ending the live, I hope you really
Cash.
enjoy yourself.
Before you
Yeah,
leave. But no,
yeah,
not some fans will enjoy me because of the Maresca situation. You know.
man.
Bro,
Yeah, yeah.
that video, I'm still getting text. Yeah, it's your
Yeah,
fault,
people
bro.
still comment on the
You know,
video till today. People still
KC,
comment. You are
look,
Chichi.
KC, I can't lie to you. It was so weird, yeah. I spoke about Maresca, and then a day after he got sacked.
That is crazy. That is crazy, man.
Bro,
Yeah.
like I couldn't
Yeah, let's
believe
talk
it. Like
about
ask
sport.
him, I was like,
Let's
yeah,
not
we need to
sack
sack him
coach,
and that.
innit?
If he wants to get in that. Bro, all I said he needs to be sacked if he wants to try and fight with these owners. He just leave. I didn't even say
So
sack. Just like start.
now, let me ask you one thing here before we go.
Yeah,
Are you regretting that Maresca is being sacked, or you're honestly happy with at least what you get after Maresca?
bro, I'm happy, bro. I'm happy.
Hmm?
You're not
I'm
happy,
What?
man.
happy. I'm
Lying. Why you
happy.
lying?
I'm happy. I'm
Why you
happy
lying?
because I think let me tell you something. I'm happy he left because this situation would have been good for him and the fans and the players. The reason I'm saying I'm happy because there was too many dramas was happening there. Because so many people were focusing on the board and Maresca fighting. He wants this, he wants that. He's playing players out of position just to prove a point. I didn't want that drama. So for me, on my side, people need to understand me. The reason I'm happy because there was too many dramas in Chelsea Football Club when he was there. Players were complaining, players didn't want to turn up, players were just taking a piss. You
That's
know,
not
he was
true.
taking. But look at Bournemouth game. He was taking the piss. Players,
Yeah.
apart from Enzo Fernandez and Casado, look, apart from Enzo Fernandez and Casado, Joao Pedro didn't want to play. He was dropping on the floor like a dickhead. Palmer, he was he was happy. Palmer, yeah. Neto didn't give a fuck. Yeah.
No,
So how do you
no.
expect? So how do you expect? How do you expect? Bro, and Maresca didn't give a fuck, bro. You can tell he didn't give a
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
fuck.
yeah, of course. He
He
was
didn't
like
give a
that when
fuck.
he was tired. He
So
was sick
why
and
would
tired.
you? So why would you want that drama to still continue when we need? Bro, if this drama would have continued, I think we would have gone to 11th or 10th.
No way, no way, no
No,
way.
we
Because
would have.
we've got
We would
no,
have.
no
If the
way,
drama, listen,
no way,
players not
no way.
turning up, listen, don't look, players not turning up would have caused a lot of problems. Because Bournemouth, you can see it the game, bro. The players, bro, we were doing well. Until the players just said, you know what, let's ruin his day.
Yeah, but they're doing the same with
Uh,
Rosina, even worse.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
The
saying
players
to you.
do
I'm
not
saying to you,
respect the
I'm
keeper.
happy. Listen, I'm happy for Maresca for him to walk off. Yeah, he didn't get sacked, by the way, guys. People were saying get sacked. He didn't get sacked. He walked
Yeah,
No,
off.
no. It's
He
based on the mutual
no,
agreement.
he walked off. Hey,
he
you lot
walked
think?
off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He walked off.
yeah. Go check it. He walked off. But the reason they didn't want to sack him, let me tell you something. The reason they didn't want to sack him, they didn't want to pay him 15 million.
Yeah.
So what he did, he said, "Fuck that, man. I'm not doing it." So he walked off. He done us a favor. He walked off. They didn't want to get rid of him. I promise you, they wanted to give him an extra contract. But he said, nah, bro, I'm tired of these players. I'm not coaching them. So for me, that's what I said. I'm happy that he left. You know, I'm not against this guy, but I'm happy that he left because there was too many dramas going on team.
Mate,
Right.
You know,
I'm
so
gonna have to
Yeah.
disagree on that. I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
why though?
look,
Why?
if we were gonna sack Maresca,
He didn't
then
get sacked, by the way.
then you have to be getting a high caliber manager, and instead, who we're going for? We're going for Liam Rossini, and I agree with what Carster said in an interview, in the sense of, okay, if we get rid of Liam Rossini, would we be happy? No, because we know what's going to come next. There's going to be even more mediocrity and patsy men and yes men coming over, because that's all they want and that's all they care about. So it's a never ending
No, he wouldn't.
drama and circus as going. It's just too unserious at this club. There's no one takes it seriously. That's why you have Enzo Fernandez talking about, oh, I'd love a little house in Madrid. Can't get a house in Madrid. They're all flats and apartments, man. Do you know what I mean? So it's an unserious club. We could become an absolute joke of a club, and until something systematically changes at the top, which is not what's going to happen anytime soon, unfortunately, the jokes and the pain and the suffering will continue, and we're going to have to, unfortunately, bear the teeth of
Look.
it.
It
Bro,
happened.
Manze, I agree with you.
Yeah,
Listen,
and
but I'm saying
that's
to you, like,
happening.
if they fix up and say, yo, let's get rid of Rossini and get us a coach that let's see his plan. Like for example, like De Zerbi rejected us, and Finger rejected us. Ariola rejected us. Why? Because
Okay.
they didn't want to hear the plan. They need to move out. If they say, you know what, we're gonna give you the plans. Let's see your plans, and they show it. They say, yo, it's all you. I'm gonna sign you. Show us. If they do that, I think a quality manager will come in. Do you understand? But right now, because they want a yes man, they say, you know what, we'll give you a plan. Of course, you don't want to get rid of Liam Rosenior. No matter what you
Mm.
say, of course you don't want to get rid of him.
He's
The
the
reason I
perfect.
said, look, 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 he's not gonna walk off like Maresca. He's gonna stay there
Mm.
because you can't do nothing about it. He wants to be yes man. They're gonna tell him he's a dog. They're gonna tell him, yo, go grab that bones. He's gonna grab it. So, in my opinion, someone said in a comment,
Look,
Maresca would have been a top three mate. When he was here, he was a top five mate. So relax yourself.
no, but we were
But
third. We were third
uh,
or fourth. Watch out.
no, 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 no. He was at fifth when he
No,
we
no,
drew.
we were
Remember,
in top
remember we
four when
drew
he
against
left.
no, no, no. Villa were third,
We were fourth when he left.
huh?
We were fourth when he left. When he
We
left, we were
dropped.
fourth. I
No,
think we
we
were
drew
behind.
against no. Wait, we drew against Bournemouth and we went to fifth.
No, we
Remember,
were fourth, bro. We were fourth.
bro,
We were fourth.
we drew. Listen, we drew against Thingy. That's what got us to fifth. Check again.
We were fourth. I'm positive we were fourth.
So let me tell you, it was Arsenal, it was Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool ahead of us. Liverpool ahead of us. Liverpool were fourth.
Is that off now? Not even. This, I'm even trying to see if we could. Let me hold on this.
Go to say. Wait.
Let me
Anyways,
quickly
what
It
we
have
was
a
it
said.
look.
was it was
Cash.
Arsenal,
Oh
Man
yeah,
City,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Villa
You're
as the
right.
top
Yeah.
three.
Look. Yeah, you see, I told you we were going
Wait.
to fifth. I think if he stayed more, I think because of. I'm not saying he's not a good manager. You lot, you need to hear me out. It's nothing to do with that. You know, to be a good manager, your players have to follow the plan.
Hmm.
Do you know that? So the
Yeah,
problem
yeah.
is the players weren't following the plan. Someone like
The
Neto,
players were
that
following the plan though, but it's
huh?
just they weren't good enough. The
Yeah,
players
but
did
they
follow. Good enough.
but only few did. Enzo, Cucurella, Casado, yeah. That's the thingy. Gusto followed it as well. Gusto, that's the four people. Where was the rest? Joao Pedro said, nah, I don't rate it. Yeah. Palmer, Palmer, he didn't give a fuck, bro. You can look at the way he was playing.
Yeah, but Palmer did for the first season. Like we forget for the first,
Obviously, first season, yes, it's a first season.
like first season,
Yeah.
he was world class. Like
Yeah, yeah,
we
yeah,
was
yeah.
like,
Look,
not sure.
first season because he saw the plan, he saw the team. Bro, we had the likes of Joao Felix to rest him. We had the likes of what's his name? And Mudrik was there available. That's what for me. This is what people getting confused. That's what saved him last season because players were coming in and out, helping each other. Now we don't have that players anymore. We have Ganacho coming off the bench. We don't know what he's gonna do. We got Delap coming off the bench. We don't know what he's gonna do. Before we rest Jackson, we play Joao Felix up top. Oh, Palmer on the right. Oh, Palmer on the 10. You know what I'm saying? We used to switch. We don't have that now. We don't have that. Now we have to rely on Palmer. We say, yo, Palmer, do us a favor. Help us. He's not helping. He's not helping. So what cost Maresca is like he he got rid of the depth. That's one thing I'll blame him. He got rid of the depth because bro, I know Joao Felix got attitude, whatever it is, but he was there to help out Palmer. Quality to quality, he's up there with Palmer. You can't get rid of Decisive and you forcing him to play right back and you keep tossing and fucking Badishili. Badishili barely plays, bro. He plays one game a year. So I'm saying to you, obviously Cole got injured. Bro, like I hate Blue Cole, man. We could have signed Hincapie, we could have signed Mascaro. But just bro, like I don't understand, man. Like it just gets my nerves. But I can't bother to talk about Maresca now. So guys, I hope we don't get results on Sunday.
Right,
Bro,
big ups
what?
to at Tower Nine. Difficult for me to pronounce this, uh, username, but thank you so much for engaging with the live. He said big ups Casey Blue Cohout.
You
He
already
said
know. Yes,
Maresca
sir.
will have been in the top three if he
Trust me,
was here.
trust me.
He said all these
No, no.
CVs are keepers should get sold in the summer, but I don't trust this clown up top
Can I?
to buy good players. Like we've said all this, throughout this conversation as well.
They
Like
trash, man.
difficult
They
for these
don't.
guys. They know
Nah,
what they are doing. They don't want
they,
to change the project.
nah,
I
they need to
think
go,
I
man.
think
They need to go. They need
the
to go.
yeah the
They need
big
to
the,
go.
this ownership of a thing. I think the biggest problem they've got is ego. They've got massive ego. They don't believe that anyone can come and make any decision for them. They believe that whatever they think is right, is what the crowd need to follow. And that's one thing I've realized about him. But having said all this, thank you so much, guys,
Uh,
for being part of the live stream.
mm,
Thank you so much for everyone that's locked in. If you come across this video after, the live stream, make sure you like, put in your comments, and of course, share the videos as well. And big shout out to the panel for showing up tonight to give their honest opinion on the channel as well. We'll see
Esteban.
you on to the next one. Peace and love.
Esteban
Cool.
promised that. See you later, man.